Hey y'all, it's your girl Symone and welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today is another story time. So before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give your girl a thumbs up, comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials, Instagram at Vivalayoshii, TikTok, Twitter at LifeWithSymone, and follow my business page at Brishari. So y'all, what I was about to say, oh, it's Subbie Sunday, of course, because it's Sunday and we're doing a video on Sunday. Also, for everybody that was asking about my dinner party, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all more info coming real soon. Okay, so let's get into these videos, y'all. This one is titled, wait, what's this? I be trying to delete because some of them be like spam, like it'd be like companies like reaching out, but this ain't the email for that, so I'll just like, yeah. So let's get into it. So this one is titled hold on, The Creep I Met Online. So let's get straight into this story. So it says, hey Symone, I love your story time so much. They're really helping me get through this school year. Sorry if I type weird. This story is kind of hard to tell. It's okay, but hopefully we can get through it though. But let's get through it. I was talking to a boy and he asked me if I wanted to watch him play a game on live. I said yes, and in the comments it was a guy, we call him Liar. He asked me if I wanted to one-on-one him and I said yes. Long story short, we never ended up one-on-one, LOL. We began sending videos to each other and laughing about stuff. Then I ghosted him because I made a new account. A few weeks later, I DM'd him telling him my new account. He said, oh, I was wondering what happened to you, and I would follow the new account. We would often talk about videos, and he got me into a show. I noticed he would often say weird things when he would send me videos. Like it was a video of a girl crying and being insecure about her dress, and he replied back and said, all the comments are lying to her. It looked horrible. You need an hourglass shape. I don't remember what I said, but I was disgusted. He would often send me misogynistic videos. And whenever I would post videos, he would try to control what I posted. He later told me about how he had a PORN addiction and that I guess he was trying to get over it. I remember asking him questions about it and saying it's okay and stuff like that. I never had a very good relationship with my dad, so I would often try and tell him about stuff that was going on. I felt like I could trust him even though he was just a person I met online. Sorry I forgot to say this, but I would often ask him how he looks, and he would always reply with, I'm too shy to show you how I look because I'm ugly, and I would say, it's okay. Often, I would ask if he wanted to voice call, and he would say, I'm insecure about my voice. So that was a red flag to me, because why you don't want to show me what you look like? Please don't judge me, LOL, I was young and dumb. But anyway, when I tried to talk to him about my dad, he would often say things like, W dad, I'm trying to be like him. I would open up about how my dad abused my mom, and he would say, W dad, that's gonna be, what? Oh, I don't know. W dad, that's gonna be me in the future. He would also say how he wants to be a wife beater when he gets older. Also, we would do things like Q&A, and I would ask him about his life, and he told me that his dad got deported to Mexico when he was 10, and he sent me pictures of his family. I assumed it was his family, but later down the line, he changed his whole identity, I guess, and said that his mom was from Argentina, basically just making a whole new lie about himself. Also, I forgot to mention this, but he told me that he was black and would often say the N-word. Later down the line, he said he was actually white and he thought I wouldn't like white guys, so he lied about it. But in a picture he sent me of a drawing he did, I could see his hands and it was black. So I was very confused on that. He would often say it was his friend's hand, but I didn't believe him. LOL, this is so embarrassing. But one day he asked me if I could buy him modern warfare, and I thought he was talking about like health insurance, LOL, and I sent him $70. I know that's not a lot, but later down the line, he asked if I could buy him a game. But later down the line, he asked if I could buy a game for him, and I sent him $50. And he said he would pay me back, but he never did. It was just $120. I was just like, the fuck would you lie about that? LOL. He would often tell me about a girl in his class. We would call her Leah. He would always tell me about how he would stare at Leah and daydream about a life with her. The kind that made me a little bit insecure because I thought he actually liked me. I don't know why. Later down the line, we got into an argument because it was a video he sent me about a girl saying that men don't go to the gym for women, and I replied back saying, you say you wanted to go to the gym and get big for Leah? He literally sent me pictures that he took of Leah. When I tell you I cried all night, I was sending paragraphs after paragraphs just cursing him the F out. I was so upset. I broke up with him, and I even told my mom about the whole entire situation, and I told my mom about how he said he wanted to R-word and M-word me. I'm so sorry I forgot to say that. It's so much he would say is so disgusting. He said he wanted to, he said he had fantasies about R-wording me, and he would send me videos of anime girls getting R'd. I told my mom about it, and my mom flipped out. She told my dad and everybody, and I was still so obsessed with him, and I felt attached to a random stranger I met online. I'm gonna stop it here because this is already so long, and the story is kind of triggering for me to tell. Let me know if you want a part 2. Love you, girl. Girl, this story, I have so much to say. The ending just was like, what? But no, the whole story is like, girl, why was you talking to him? He don't want to show you his face. He don't want to show you what he sound like. You know what? I'm going to actually send this small portion of this video that I read, the first video, to my little sisters, because I'm telling you, like, when I was just reading it and just more that you was still talking to him, it reminded me of like younger girls, because you know, for some reason, well, not for some reason, we're more of a like online society now, and a lot of young girls are talking to people or meeting people online, and it's like, I got little sisters, so I just be, when I read stories about like younger girls, it make me think about them, and I be thinking like, I hope they not talking to like creeps and weirdos like this, because this man was weird. I'm happy you stopped talking to him, girl. Please don't ever talk to him again. If he ever reach out to you, because this story is pretty recent. I know you say you're young, but you probably still are young. But if he ever reach out to you again, girl, block him. Don't talk to him. No. This man is a fucking weirdo. He's one of the people that you're going to see online eating somebody. Like, one day it's going to be like, man was arrested for eating his girlfriend. Like, that's the guy. It's going to be him. You're going to be like, damn, that sounds like, oh boy. And then you're going to be like, that is him. Watch. Ooh. Thank you for sharing, sis. This is the next story. I feel like I'm like so low down. Like, let me see. Ooh. Now I'm too like, I hate when I do that because I mess it up. I feel like now I'm too just, but it's okay. So this is the next story. It is titled, I got pregnant by a married Amazon supervisor and big. So it seems like that he wasn't really a supervisor, and she's disappointed about that. No, I'm just kidding. Let me read the story. Dear Symone, this is a crazy and long one. LBS. I don't know what LBS mean, y'all. I'm sorry. That's why I just read it out. But y'all tell me. Y'all gonna eat me. Y'all be eating me up when I mess up on words. When I mess up on, like, phrases. Y'all be eating me up in them comments. And I'll be dying laughing because I deserve it. But anyway. So let's get into it. Honestly, this story is literally a chapter out of my life. This is chapter 1, and right after this, I'm sending chapter 2. Hiding my pregnancy for 9 months. And if you want chapter 3, falling in love with my supervisor, let me know. Girl, we want the full book, okay? So be on the lookout because these are good ones, trust me. This story takes place in late 2021. She didn't say her name. She said her name, but she said, but let's leave me anonymous for this story. Backstory. I started working at Amazon as a general cleaner with the outside company, so already the Amazon atmosphere is already super different than the regular employee. In 2021, I was 24. Immediately after starting, I felt like a celebrity. Even though I'm a super regular female, LOL, everyone at the job is super thirsty. I shadowed this young 19-year-old girl. She put, but let's call her Leah. Leah was super cool. We became really close. She was like a little sister. I'm a mother with two kids, so I never play about work. I'm always on business. During this time, I was in a relationship, and we was having a huge issue in our relationship at the time. I took up drinking to numb my hurt. And her work friends, including our 53-year-old supervisor, used to drink every night at work. Our shift was 6:30 to 4 a.m. Most of her friends were around her age, 18 through 20, and there was no one above 21 but me and the select supervisor. So he was the one buying the liquor for them. I literally came to this job and somehow selected to be part of the crew. But I only chose to be cool and close with Leah because, not gonna lie, it made me a bit uncomfortable. I chose to drink with everyone at our specific time, which we started at 2:45 a.m. every night. And if you know anything about Amazon, we would meet up at 4 South Break Room, LOL. Of course, the supervisor was one of the first people I met when I started the job. He was literally the supervisor, and I never looked at him any type of way. He was tall, chocolate, and had curly hair and a gray beard. He looked alright, but he didn't initially catch my eye because I was there strictly for my children. After the first week of hanging out with Leah and meeting all the crew, they felt comfortable to invite me into their after-hour world, LOL. In that time, I got to talk to supervisor. We're going to call him Bully because he looked like a pit bull, laughing my ass off. Bully was cool, and since he was above 21, out of everybody outside of Leah, I started to talk to him more as a real friend. One day I had a spill to clean up right below where I was currently at, so I decided instead of walking around to catch the elevator, I decided to walk my mop bucket down the stairs since it was there, and I wasted the bucket from the 4th floor and it dripped all the way down to the 1st. I was super embarrassed. It was only my 2nd week on the job. I decided to call Bully on his Snapchat that I got the week prior because I just couldn't get on the walkie-talkie to embarrass myself even more, LOL. He came and it took us hours to drive to Stairwell. After that moment, we started talking inside and outside of work on our own without the crew. He was just being a great guy. My daughter had got sick and was unexpectedly admitted to the hospital for 5 days, 1 month after I started the job. Not only did he give me the days off with no problem, but he called and texted me every day to check on my baby and I. That just made us even closer. When I returned to work, I was complaining one day while everyone was drinking how my refrigerator went out, and while everyone was talking, he texted my phone, which we enjoyed doing while no one else expected a thing, and told me he could do it in the morning a couple of hours after we get off. That morning, as I'm sobering up, he actually came over and moved my refrigerator. Afterwards, we talked, and he just went in for a kiss, and it went up from there. Almost every morning after work, we had sex. Ooh! One night, I got so drunk at work, to the point where it was not safe for me to drive home. Bully decided to trail me home that night to make sure I made it safe. I felt like I got in my car and blinked, the next thing you know, I was sitting in my driveway. Bully knocked on my window and helped me inside. This is the part where you could say he kind of took advantage of the fact that I was super drunk, but either way, I wanted it, but maybe not as intense as it got, laughing my ass off. We went crazy that night, looking each other in the eyes, holding each other close, just making love, like we've known each other forever. He asked me where I wanted it. Yeah, you know, my drunk ass looked him right in his eyes and said, "Inside, daddy." Shaking my head, I was definitely on birth control, but remember when my baby was in the hospital for 5 days, yes, I missed my birth control that whole time and didn't even think about it. That was the night I conceived. It only gets wilder from there. His youngest son, 20 years old, worked there too. He was a supervisor on the morning shift. He would come in around 2 a.m., 2:30ish, just to hang out before hours before his shift started at 4 a.m. He was a little cutie that had a dumb crush on me, but I don't mess with ninjas younger than me. I don't mess with ninjas younger than me at all. Gotta at least be a year older than me and up, LOL. One morning, I guess his mom dropped him off and everyone was talking about how they can't believe she's Bully's wife because she looked old and fat. From there, I was confused because his son had a mother, obviously, but he never wore a wedding ring or spoke about a wife or anything. He's only mentioned how he had 4 grown kids by a woman who is his baby mama at this point. I am livid to my core, sick. I was aware that I could possibly be pregnant at this time, but I'm going to save the how I found out about the pregnancy in the next one. Trust me, it's going to be a good, wild read. I'm going to attach a few photos of me. I'm going to attach a few photos of me, Leah, and Bully, and his son. Ooh, because I almost said his name. Girl! This is crazy. This picture of Bully by his... Oh, wait. Why am I downloading this damn picture to my computer? No, don't do it. Okay. Not Bully and his hair. Let me delete this out of my computer for real. Not bullying his hair like this. All right, y'all, I'm really just over here, my bad, just looking. Who's blowing my phone up? All right, y'all, this is crazy. Girl, you're very pretty. Okay. This is crazy how all of that happened. Sis, we want the parts to it. We want all the parts to the story. Because I need to know. It's crazy because warehouse ninjas be the worst. The worst. Call center, too. I don't know what it is about a man at a call center. Wait, do I know his son? Oh, no, I don't know him. Girl, what? I don't know none of these people. What I'm talking about? Call center ninjas and warehouse ninjas be the worst. I don't know what it is about being at work that long that make them horny. But they get horny as... It be like, damn, what's up with you? But, we want all the details. Oh, we want all the details. It's just crazy because I swear, it's like when you meet a man, you really got to ask him, you married? You ever been married? You going through a divorce? You separated? You really got to ask these questions. Like, you'll be surprised because you think like, oh, I got to ask this question. But you'll be surprised at how many men be married. I promise y'all. Because I asked this boy multiple times. He wasn't married though, but I asked him multiple times, like, you married? You ever been married? A little bit? Like, y'all got married a little bit where you thought, you know, like, maybe you was playing, but she was for real? You know, you really got to be serious because I swear people be like, I mean, we got, it was a ceremony. People came. It was a wedding. But, you know, like, I was kidding. You know, it's be crazy. Because for real, I really asked, I'm like, was it like just a little wedding? Like, pictures? Y'all went somewhere? Like, just let me know. Just let me know. But no, for real, thank you so much for sharing. We do most definitely want the next parts. All right, let's get into this one. So this one is titled Help. Should I spare her? Ooh, it's from July. So, ooh, but let's get into it because we need to know. Should she spare her? My bad. That was the chair. Because I swear, whenever my chair make noises, y'all, maybe people in the comments like, Symone farted, y'all. If I farted, I'm going to say, excuse me. I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm not going to pretend it didn't happen. I'm going to say, excuse me, y'all. But, yeah, let's read it. So it says, hey, Symone, first off, I love you lots and been watching you faithfully for a brick. Ooh, what that mean? Because I'm about to start using that term for a brick. Nigga, I loved you for a brick. I've been down with your ass for a brick, nigga. What you talking about? I'm going to start saying that. Anyway, you're so pretty, funny, and relatable now to the T. Thank you so much. So it says, this will be long as fuck, fair warning. This situation happened recently with a close friend of mine, and I just want to know, am I tripping or if she deserve a good old country ass whooping? Ooh, names already changed, by the way. A little backstory. I've been friends with this girl, Kardashian, for about a year now. She barred on my party/social side. Before I met her, I was the homebody. We always go out together. We also live together, so she knows how I am. And how I get, so who knows why she tried me like this? And how I get, so who knows why she tried me like this? Other than her being a little selfish in situations regarding the D, she been a good friend, honestly, and we became close really quickly. I live in student apartments, so I did not know her prior to living with her. But on to the story. I was talking to this guy, 7 foot, LOL, because he's literally 7 foot tall. Oh, that's that. You could stick while standing up. Oh, anyway, it was cool, LOL, till it wasn't. Due to the fact that he was a liar and a hobo who was trying to use me for a place to sleep. At night after he runs the streets, I ain't ever been that bitch laughing my ass off. But the way my anger management is set up, I got into it with this man on numerous occasions, like on some real ghetto shit. Me and Kardashian saw him at the club once, and he was with another girl and kept trying to get in my line of view thinking I would pop off. Nope, I walked by them and yelled, he's homeless. Despite all this, he would still always call me off block numbers pleading his case. So don't judge me. One day I was drunk at the pool and called him from a text-free number and told him to pull up. Girl, I was just trying to get fuck. But when he came, he said, man, I wouldn't have came if I knew you was telling me to what? Laughing my ass off. How does horn dog pull up on that type of time, not even knowing who he's coming to do? Ew, laughing my ass off. So like I said, I'm drunk. So we get to arguing and boom, he threatened me with his cousin. At that very moment, this man became my op. Now on to the alleged op that this whole shit is about. Kardashian was there that night. 7 foot became my op. She witnessed it all and how mad I was after. Fast forward a week or two, and me and Kardashian are looking for moves, and I Snapchat that there's a day party, so we decided to go. Every time we go out, we Uber. No drunk driving, period. LOL. Anyway, we Uber to the party, and that shit was dead as fuck. No music, a couple niggas boxing in the parking lot, a lot of ninjas playing basketball, and a bunch of bitches just standing around in one crowd watching everything. So I was already ready to go. I ain't seen not one liquor bottle, girl. We walking up, and of course, a 7 foot ninja gonna stand out, and Kardashian points him out to me like, girl, ain't that 7 foot? And at this point, I hate this man, and I'm also sober, so I don't have the energy or ratchetness in me right now for the drama. So I order an Uber and we leave. I was clearly irritated because I was tired of seeing this man everywhere, but I guess he doesn't have a home to chill at, so he gotta go everywhere. Anyway, we Uber back home and we decide to just go to the pool, and it was lit. It was a vibe. We met a group of people, and I ended up seeing people I already knew, and there was bottles. I'm usually a happy drunk, so I was out there vibing, drinking, swimming, LOL, doing YouTube interviews with some boy, girl, everything. Throwing footballs in the pool with these people I didn't even know. Just vibing, right? Hours go by, I'm drunk, twirling around in the pool, and I turn around and guess who I see? Guess Symone. Right now, guess. 7 foot girl talking to Kardashian. She got her feet in the water and he crouched next to her telling her how his homeboy want to talk to her, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck. My whole demeanor instantly changed. I interrupted and asked him, what the fuck was you doing at my pool? And he continues talking to her. So I splash it with the pool water like, hello, what the fuck are you doing here? And then this girl Kardashian tell me to just chill. Huh? Because it's like, first of all, bitch, you know this nigga was threatening me with his cousins that was supposedly fight on his behalf but not give him a pillow. And you know we left the party because he was there earlier today. So girl, what if he was here to set me up? The fucking you over here trying to get fuck by who he came with. You giving niggas the upper hand on me now for some dick? So I got out the pool and started looking for my shit because I could feel myself about to black out from anger and alcohol. I circled around the pool at least 3 times looking for my sandals. I pulled him to the side and told him not to be on no weird shit. Like, girl, who the fuck are you? Why would he even listen to you? I feel like he did that to provoke me because he came right where we were. And his homeboy could have came over himself, the fuck? So I didn't find my sandals. I grabbed my keys and my phone. Also forgot Also forgot my favorite shades, and I stumped all the way back to my apartment, barefoot, drunk, wet, and mad. I felt betrayed. She would even let a motherfucker blindside me, knowing what the energy was. I will always make sure this girl was comfortable and okay when we were out. I almost fought a man once for being weird because she curved him. Countless incidents with bitches just to make sure she was good. Meanwhile, she does shit like this, leave me to spend the night with her friends I didn't even know in another city while she spends the night with a man and get, you know, So yeah, she came in soon after me and we argued. I remember what was said for real, and she left my room. She texted my phone a few minutes later asking for her wallet because she left it in my purse from when we was at the day party earlier. And I yeeted that shit at her fat ass head. She was like, really? And I said, yes, really, bitch, fuck you. I talked since that night and it's been like 3 to 4 weeks. Am I tripping because I am a sensitive being and could be doing too much because she hurt my feelings, betraying me after calling me her sister? But I grew up in the hood and no longer trust her because I don't play with that op shit like that. And all I expect her to do was tell me that he was there. Now she want to act like I did anything to her. Anyway, sorry if this was long as fuck, but I really need advice on if I should drag her and she moves out soon. So let me know. I love you. I really, really hope you get this story. Thank you in advance. And I pray you keep blossoming, period. Thank you so much. Dang, she probably already moved out because that was July. But let us know, did you end up fighting her? I want to know. But I feel like with that, like sometimes I'm not even gonna lie, because I know somebody in the comments might be like, oh, it's not that deep, you might just gotta know how to deal with her. But sometimes you gotta cut people off at that first red flag because they could get weird. Why my camera quality, the lighting got weird? But yeah, they could get really weird because it's like you just never know what she'll do behind some D. Like she left you in a whole nother city with some people you didn't know so she could go be with a ninja. Then when she know y'all left this place because you didn't want to be around old boy, and she's sitting over there talking to him, because I would have been like, why did you buy me? I would have called you immediately like, girl, why the fuck is he here? Like, you know, like I just feel like that's weird. Over some D, she act weird as hell. Like, because it's like no telling her, would you try to link with him? Like, I don't know, some people just be weird when it come to men, and you got to pay attention to that because it just get weirder and weirder. But sis, let us know what you did y'all rekindle y'all friendship? I mean, if you did end up being cool with her again and just kept it like on a high-bye basis, I don't know. But I don't know, you really got to pay attention to people like that. You really got to pay attention. But thank you so much for sharing, and I want more stories because you're good at telling stories and this was funny. Before y'all start beating my ass in these comments, dragging me, y'all, that's the last story I'm about to do. I'm gonna do this one last story, and that's because y'all, I gotta do 3 hair videos. I've been traveling. Today was supposed to be a day where I just did all these wig videos, but I literally only did 1. But yeah, I gotta do three more wig videos tonight, and edit this stuff because I got a lot to do this weekend. So yeah, yep, this is the last story for this one. And then don't trip because Vlogtober is coming right around the corner, and we gonna be with a bang. So this one is titled I F'd My Best Friend's Ex. Ooh, girl, what? Okay, so it says, hey girly, let me start off by saying that I love you and everything you stand for, but this story time is not what it seems for real, lol. I promise you. In all honesty, by the end of the story, I want you to let me know if I'm wrong or not. So this all started back when I was in high school. I was super close with this girl. We're gonna call her Kenya, and we're gonna call her Kiana. We were always with each other in school and outside of school. In all honesty, she was one of the reasons why me and my best friend of 18 years aren't as close as we are now. I'm 21, I'm not old, lol. But we were basically sisters almost. So in junior year of high school, we was in class with this guy, let's call him Jordan. He was as handsome as could be to me. Again, I like ugly dudes, so he might not be all that for real. He was super funny and low-key. Always talked about me badly to my face, but then what? But then I didn't have a lot of self-respect, so I always told myself he was just playing. Him and Kiana used to talk on that level back in freshman year. They've never kissed, never did the nasty, or even were ever serious with each other because around that time, she didn't know if she liked guys anymore. So after she stops talking to him on that level, they become brother and sister. Mind you, either one of them like that in freshman year. We're back into junior year. I was single, Jordan was single, and Kiana was in an on and off again relationship and fully gay. Like straight on stud status gay. After junior year, Jordan started texting me and flirting with me during the summer, and of course I fell for it. I didn't think Kiana would be mad at me at first, but I wanted this for myself, so I didn't tell anyone for the first week. I had came around and I went with Kiana. Summer, who is Kiana's long-term girlfriend, and yes, she needs a name because she's a big part of this shit. And 2 other girls who were cool with Kiana. Yes, they dated each other too. And I also the third wheel like this. Had fun for the first couple of hours, and then that's when Kiana peeped that I was texting Jordan and what we were saying to each other. She got super upset and ignored me for hours after that. And for some reason, the other girls stopped talking to me as well. Like they would include me a tiny bit, but just went mute. I'm looking like, what the fuck, you bitches is so weird. So I walk all the way home, LOL. I was not playing. Like, I was so confused why the fuck she was mad. Let her talked about it, and she felt like I was homie hopping. She said homie hopping as if you, wait, I don't know yet, because I was going to say, did you used to talk to her? I promise you, every time she told me about when she used to talk to him, she would always laugh and make jokes about how she can't believe she even used to date boys. So I was completely confused, but I still tell her sorry and I would never do it again. Fast forward some months later, Jordan was hitting me up right before we went to school, and I was talking to him but kept it on a friend level because I didn't want to hurt Kiana's feeling. Fast forward to September, Jordan and I were flirting again, but at this time it got steamy. Like we couldn't stop talking about keeping our hands off each other. Please don't judge me, Symone, LOL. I really thought Kiana was being a weird bitch and didn't want me to be happy with someone who actually showing me some attention. Anyways, I decided to lose my V card to this man, and I know this shit was dumb, but I was ready to learn what sex was about, and he just gave me big D energy. We did it in his house, and bitch, I was so disappointed in him. His D was so small and it couldn't fit into a condom. And I was crying the entire time. So much for big D energy, I guess, right? LOL. So after that, I only told people that that didn't attend my high school because I was spared like peanut butter on bread and I wasn't dumb. Plus, the only person I was hiding from was Kiana. I knew she wasn't going to understand, so I kept my mouth closed. Fast forward right before Christmas break, we're going to call this girl Mimi. We start getting real close that year. And tell me why she came up to me telling me that she knew what me and Jordan did. Mind you, I didn't tell a soul who went to our school. So I'm looking at her all guilty and shit. I come clean because one thing I'll do is never say shit, but I won't lie about some shit. So she told me that she wouldn't tell me who told her, but she wasn't going to spread my business. I already knew Jordan told Mimi because they were really good friends. Damn, this ninja acted more of a bitch than me. And this was the point. Bro, I kid you not. Days later, more people knew my shit. So I knew Mimi and Jordan was out here putting my business on front page news. So eventually I knew Kiana was going to find out, but I wanted her to find out for me first. So days later after that, it was rumors going around that Jordan and Summer had effed on a college road trip a while back. I'm like, what the fuck? Kiana gonna be heartbroken when she hears this. It gave me some time before I could say anything, so I wasn't mad at it. Tell me why the same people who were telling my business told Summers too. Jordan and Mimi need their ass whooped. Anyways, Kiana heard about it and was crushed because the rumor turned out to be true. Summer lied at first, of course, but she admitted it. Jordan admitted to the first go round. Later on that day, I was home and then I got a message from a random group chat. It was me, Kiana, Mimi, and Jordan in there. Kiana was telling Jordan he was wrong for sleeping with her girlfriend. Oh, yes, Summer was the girlfriend. And that not only did she hurt her, but he did too because they were really good friends. He said something like, you're right, and I was wrong for it, and that I'm sorry. All of a fucking sudden, why Mimi texting the group chat talking about some, just tell her. My heart dropped to my asshole. Why the fuck would she even say something with her fat, sloppy, built like a laundry ass? Kiana was like, tell me what? Just tell me, and she said her name. All I could do was come clean right then and there. Bro, I was so hurt because I really started to feel guilty. Around that moment, it settled in that I lost a good-ass friend. I cried hard that night, and it was just sad. Next day, Kiana and I didn't talk or look at each other. Not only did she started to tell all of my friends what I did to her, and my business just got around more and more. I understand why she was upset, but telling anybody my business is just plain weird to me. Me and Summer sat next to each other pretty much for the rest of the time before Christmas break because, you know, she did Kiana dirty too, LOL. So the whole Christmas break, me and Kiana didn't talk. I was convinced that we were no longer friends, and after a while, I stopped feeling guilty. Does that make me a bad person, though? Like, all of my childhood friends was telling me that Jordan and Kiana never dated, and Kiana was gay with a whole-ass girlfriend. I even believe that she faked being mad at me because they always thought that she got a thrill out of being mean to me. I see at times where they were coming from, but I guess I just didn't want to believe it. Anyways, after Christmas break was over, school was back on. Still didn't talk to Kiana, but I was okay with that after a while. Weeks passed and I started to see Kiana and Summer get on the same bus that took them to Summer's house. Kiana never got on that bus to go home, so I knew that they were back talking. But I knew they were back talking or trying to work something out. At this point, I was pissed because she chose to forgive her girlfriend over me, and I was irritated by it. I didn't even want to be friends anymore. That was the story time. Kiana and I talked about it after a while. We ended up being cool again. We still cool to this day, but there are times where sometimes she says that she can't look at me the same because of that. And I think I'm just ready to let her go because it's other shit that she does that's pissing me off. I'm sorry. She's still on this on and off relationship with Summer. And yes, Summer has cheated again after the Jordan thing. But she's loyal now. They're like 5 to 6 years strong. As for Jordan, he hit me up about effing again after the first time, but I couldn't go down like that again. Thank you for reading my story. Sorry if it was long. I'm just very detailed with my shit. Love you. I'm sorry that I'm laughing. No, I'm laughing. I'm laughing because I think Kiana probably like you, or Kiana probably controlling, because if Kiana, like, okay, I understand a girl code thing, but with her not even liking dudes and knowing that she don't like guys and she don't have a thing for guys, I don't see like what she was upset about. Like, that's like, I don't know. I just don't see what she was mad about. And it's like, I don't know, it's so weird. That was weird, but it's like, how is years later, because you say you 21 now, that was y'all junior year, how she still tell you she don't look at you the same? She acting like you Summer the one who was her girlfriend and cheated on her with him, and you back with Summer. Does she tell Summer she don't look at her the same? It's funny because you like, she's starting to piss me the fuck off. It's yeah. I'm not trying to laugh, but it was just funny. But no, she will piss me off too, because it's like, what's up with you, girl? Like, I don't know, maybe she like you or something like that. I don't know. Maybe she don't. I'm probably dragging it. What y'all think in the comments, for real? Because I think that she, like, it's just funny because it's like, girl, that was 9th grade. Y'all laughed and joked, giggled, and probably exchanged Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But now, all of a sudden, when I talked to him years later, and it's not like that was cool even around that time. Did she tell you, like, that was my ex? I don't know. It's just crazy. That's just funny. That's like, never mind. I ain't even gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe it do count, but I feel like it's not like she had feelings for Jordan, she would ever want to be with Jordan, she called him her bro, like, it's not nothing like that. So I can see if she had feelings for him and it was different, but you don't even see yourself ever talking to a guy ever again, so it's like, I don't know. But anyway, thank you so much for sharing, sis. That was good. I'm weak. But let me know, do you still talk to her or did y'all stop being cool? And yeah, if you guys want to share y'all stories, make sure you send it to Symonestorytimes@yahoo.com, because first week of October, we're going to start off with week of story times. And y'all already know first day of October is on October 1st. So that's a Subbie Sunday. So it's going to be a Subbie Sunday, the first story we starting off with. But thank you guys so much for sharing y'all video stories with me, and I'll see y'all in my next video.